You are going to count. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
My name is Eric Nsengiumva, and we are working on this goal called Lead a Team. It's a group project, and we are working on the third project. It's called bringing it together. So I'm working on this goal with my partners, and they can also mention their names.
My name is Eli Bara Mulegwa.
My name is Aline Mbabazi. Pleased to work with you today.
Wow, wonderful. So on this project, we are going to discuss, we are going to have a short video, and this video we are going to discuss about some consensus on one solution. And apart from that, we shall be talking about the creation of a plan to implement the solution that we came up during this campaign of Drip and Dries. And also we shall also talk about the creation to create some criteria for evaluating the solution's success. So this meeting is going to be open, and it's just an open-minded, and everyone has to share his own ideas why discussing about everything. So we are going to start about the description of Drip and Dries problem. So I can welcome one person can have something to say about the description of Drip and Dries problem. So you are the most welcome.
Thank you very much. Drip and Dry is not able to meet its goals due to different problems it is facing. So it is having customers who are not picking their clothes in the fashion time. Also, the company is struggling to maximize its revenues, as well as ordering foods for food and drinks line is anonymously wrong during the peak hours. So this means that Drip and Dry is facing a problem of having a long line of customers waiting for the services due to different factors. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much, Aline, for sharing and some great ideas about what you learned during this presentation and during this problem which Drip and Dries is facing. They are really, really relevant, and I've learned also something new from you. So we can also welcome Mr. Eli. If he has also something to add on something, some kind of comment, he also most welcome.
Yeah, I think Aline has almost said everything. The problem that this company is facing different is that also they don't have enough parking space. It means customers don't get where to park their cars. Also, the the Drip and Dry company has become a noisy space, and people get into trouble while taking their food, drinks, and washing their clothes. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You've mentioned something new. Yeah, as you said, this company is facing some issues. It hasn't have like enough space where people can just where customers come and park their car. That's a serious problem. And also, as you said, some clients are really coming, and they do not have more sufficient seat where they can be sitting while parking or while getting their services. This is a serious issue, and you've also mentioned everything. Thank you so much for your point, and we can now move forward to see which kind of the root causes of Drip and Dries problem. So here, according to what I know, the root causes of Drip and Dries problem, here there are some factors contributing to the problem of the noise atmospheres is because customers are always come to take their food and drink and no wash their clothes at the same time. So someone can just come around 11 a.m. Another one can also come like at 3 p.m. and another one can even come at 5 p.m. You see, that's a very big problem. Drip and Dry did not schedule a real time when customers can come and then they meet there at the real time scheduled. That can also cause some noise or can also cause some jam in the laundry. So it's also a problem. So there is also some lack of parking space, as you said. People are coming with their car and they don't have enough space where to park their cars. So it's also another problem. They're also facing like failing to maximize the revenue is due to the above factors. So as you said, those are the root causes or the of Drip and Dry's problem. So we can just move forward the way our team's solution to the Drip and Dry problem. So which kind of the solution have you noticed during this problem as the team?
Okay, thank you, Harry, for the questions. As we mentioned in our previous meeting, we thought of like increasing the chairs in the table within the company so that customers can get where to sit while taking their food and washing their clothes. Also to limit the Wi-Fi, because most of the customers spend more time in the company, yet they don't consume more. Also, because of the long line, the company has to hire additional waiters and waitresses to ensure that the service is very quick. Also, the fact that people come to pick their clothes at a inappropriate time, the company could like print different posters emphasizing the appropriate, acceptable time to pick the clothes. That's what I know. I think if someone has something to add, they can continue.
Exactly. Let's welcome also
Yeah,
Aline.
thank you very much.
Mm,
As my colleagues have said, I think that the best solution for Drip and Dry should adopt is hiring additional waiters and waitresses to serve people, because as we see that there is a long line of people waiting to be served. So this might be caused by not having enough waiters to serve them. Again, Drip and Dry should print different posters or flyers that emphasize or that acknowledges people about the working hours. So like they can say like from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. people are coming to pick their dried clothes, and from 7 to 10 a.m. people are bringing their clothes to be washed, or people are coming to take coffee. So and lastly, I think that it can be better if Drip and Dry can separate the two services in two different buildings. Like for example, Drip and Dry can opt to have one building for only like it can have only a coffee shop, a building having a coffee shop for people who want to take coffee only. And again, it can have a laundromat where people who need laundry services can come while taking their coffee. So thank you very much.
Wow, wonderful, Aline. I do like your point. For really, you've been clear enough while giving some tangible solution for this problem which Drip and Dry is now facing. I think, as you said, and I don't know what I can also add because everything is clear. Yeah, so we can also move forward for the next step, and then we see how our team came up for a consensus. So how do you see, you guys, the way our team came up with a clear consensus regarding this problem and the solution that we've mentioned above? So which kind of consensus our team came up with?
I think
thank you very much.
continue.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, you can go on, Aline.
So as we have seen, Drip and Dry is facing a lot of problems, and we have mentioned a lot of solutions. I think we can use a process of measuring everyone's points, like in terms of advantages and disadvantages. This means that we can take a point which we think it has more positive advantages, positive impact compared to the negative impact. So thank you.
Mm.
Okay.
Good. Yeah, you can go on, Eli.
Yeah, I think we can just analyze all these solutions by mentioning the pros and cons of each one. Like we can first start with the first one, which is increase the
Mm.
chairs and table. We can like think of the advantages of it and the disadvantages of it.
Mm. Yeah, good. Yeah. Do you have something to say, Aline, or it's enough for you?
Yeah, it is okay. Like as Eddie has said, I agree with Eddie. Because if we take every point and we measure is prone to
And
con, so
cons.
I
Yeah.
think it is going to be better for example. Here we have a solution called increasing the chairs and tables. So I think it is good
Mm.
because when we increase chairs and tables, people are going to get like a place to sit. They are going
Mm.
to get where to sit while taking coffee, as well as when waiting for their laundry for their clothes to be washed. However, I think that this can be costly as we're having a tight budget. So this can like if we buy, for example, we buy 50 chairs and we have a house or a building which can host only 20 chairs. So it means that I think that this solution could, yes, but it can depend on the size of the building we're having. Again, this can be costly because if you are having like 100 customers, so and we want all of them to be seated, this means that we need approximately like 100 chairs. But if the house is or the building is able to host maybe only 20 chairs, it means that this cannot solve the problem that Drip and Dry is having. Thank you.
Very good and wonderful.
Very good, Aline.
Yeah, those are really a really relevant point. I can also add, as we took the solution with the high pros and cons, I think as the team, we all decided to do it to encourage Drip and Dry to separate the two services in different buildings, because this will help the services to be customized and to be working in appropriate ways. This is because once someone comes, he has to know he's just going for a straight service, and once another one comes, he's also going to another different services. This will help the company to continue serving other customers appropriately. I do like your point, and they are so wonderful. So we can just go to the next step, which is the rationale and the visibility of our solution. So what can we say about the rationale and the visibility of the solutions, the solution that we take?
Excuse me.
Sorry, me too. I have a concern.
Yeah, I'm having some point to add on the on comparing the disadvantages to advantages of the solutions that we're having. Like here we have said that limiting Wi-Fi can be a solution to the problem. Like we said, like as you know that in today's world, most of the businesses they include Wi-Fi to attract customers to their businesses. So I think having unlimited Wi-Fi, it can be the, as we say, that it is the cause for the problem. So here limiting Wi-Fi, like for example, like we say that each can have like 100 MB, 200 MB, and when they're done, the Wi-Fi is going to cut it off itself. So I think this idea is good because it will help people to more like to consume their products, and they leave space for others. Again, it is going to solve that problem of people who are making Drip and Dry as their personal office problem. So, however, this point, limiting Wi-Fi cannot only be the solution to the problem, because when we limit, first of all, when you limit Wi-Fi, people are going to know that Drip and Dry is having limited Wi-Fi. So they are going to adopt to other business. They are going to go to our competitors if we limit this Wi-Fi. So they are going to shift from drip and dry to other laundromat businesses. So I think this it is good, but it can bring more harm than good to drip and dry. Thank you very much.
Wonderful, Aline. Now you've highlighting something new. So I heard also Eli had some kind of suggestion.
Yeah, I like the way Aline was like analyzing the advantages and disadvantages of limiting the Wi-Fi. And also, I'd like to highlight the advantages and disadvantages of the third solution, which is high additional waiters and waitresses. This one can be good because the company can be able to welcome as many customers as possible. Also, the long line with additional waiters and waitresses, this long line will not like occur while getting the service. For instance, if the company has like a 20 waitress and waiters, can be able even to welcome even 500 customers. This one, it is one of the advantages, and it can save them very quick. But also on the other hand, this one can take time. Also, it will require enough money because the company has to pass through the processes of hiring, hiring process to like interview, designing the questions. It can take enough time, but also it can take also enough money because these waiters and waiters need to be paid in the company. I think this is what I think about this solution. It had the advantage and the disadvantages that I've mentioned. I don't know what you think also.
Yeah, thank you, Eli.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm saying thank you,
Yeah.
Eli, for what you are highlighting. As you said, here on hiring additional waiters and waitress is so important for the company. This is because once a company has more waiters and waitress, they help the company to keep serving people appropriately and in time, which is really sufficient. That's a very big advantage for the company, and it will not also give some jam in the services, because people will come and order something that he wants and it will be so quick. So that's one of the advantages. And one of the disadvantages is because once the company has many waiters, and the company will also spend more money for paying them, and it can also be another disadvantage for the company. But I think this is the big advantage, because the company will keep saving much services to customers, and it will also get more customers which will be coming out because of their services. I think that is one of the good thing for the company.
Thank you, Eric.
Yeah, thank you very much, Eric. So I think on that point, I have an additional idea. Like, as we know that hiring additional waiters and waitresses is really a good idea for the business, because services are really quick, and also people are just satisfied because they are served very quick by a number of workers. So, however, on the negative side of this point is, as we have said, we are having limited budget, which we think it can be used while opting for another solution. This is because when we hire additional waiters and waitresses, we need to pay them, and it depends on the payment depends on the qualifications they have and the skills that they have. So also, again, as you know, that when workers or employees are very many in the business, sometimes they create conflict among themselves. Let's take an example. When we are having like 20 waitresses and maybe 20 waiters to serve customers, some of them might say that you go there, you go to serve that person, you go to serve that person, and they create misunderstandings among themselves, hence creating conflicts instead of contributing to the development of Drip and Dry. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Aline. You've been clear, and let's move on for how our team came up for the consensus. So, Atieli, how do you see about this?
I think on this one, we have to compare all the advantages and the disadvantages of each solution.
Exactly,
We have
exactly.
to choose one which is the best.
Yeah, the best one,
I think
the best
we
one.
can
That's
analyze
where we are
now
going.
this solution of separate the two services in two different buildings. How do you see it? What do you think can be the advantages and the disadvantages of this solution? Then we'll compare with your other solutions.
Yeah, according to me, also I see this one of separating the two services is the two services in two buildings is really the best. This is because once buildings are really separated, this will help customers coming when they know they are just going for this purpose appropriately, not mixing things. This will help people to come exactly when they know their own purpose. I think this can also be the best among the ones that we just talked about.
Yeah, thank you. Me too, I agree with you because when we take this solution of separating two services in different buildings, it, like you said, people or customers, they are aware of where they are going. If he knows he's going for only a cup of coffee, he knows where he's going. If he knows that he's going for laundry services, he knows where he's going. And we save time as well as save it will lead to increase in revenue for Drip and Dry because Drip and Dry will be earning from two different buildings, hence they are contributing to one business. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Aline. Thank you, Aline. Let's move next for the rational and visible and the visibility of our solution. So, Eli, are you have something to say?
Okay, about the rational and feasibility of our solution, I think we've agreed together that separating the two services is the best solution. I think we've all agreed about this solution. I think this solution should be implemented because it requires little money compared to the benefit that it will bring to the business. Also, separating these two services will not take too much time as it will take only 1 week, because in 1 week we can be able to implement this solution. Also, when we separate these two services in different buildings, we will not limit the operating of the business. The business will keep moving forward. Also, it will avoid the noisy, the chaotic atmosphere within the company, because people will be taking their food and drink will be on one side, and people will be coming to pick their clothes will be on the other side. Also, this solution will solve the problem of long line of people waiting to be served, because people who will come for drink will have their own building, and they'll not be enough. And if they are enough, they'll get where to sit. Also, people who come to pick their clothes, they'll have their own building, and they can also get served quickly. Thank you. That the rationale and the feasibility of this solution.
Yeah, thank you so much, Eli, for giving your point of this rational feasibility of this laundromat company. So let's move more on how the solution will be implemented. As we know that by 4th May 2021, all Drip and Dry's customer will be informed about the change to happen by the use flyers and also all Drip Dry social media platform. This is because people have to get to know and have to be informed about that. Also, by the 20th May 2021, Drip and Dry will have 2 buildings by using the other building, also as well as renting another buildings. So also the first building will be also for a coffee bar, only using Drip and Dry old building. And the last one can also be that the second building will be also a laundromat for those who want laundry services and coffee using the newly renting building. I think for this is how the solution will be implemented. Can you have also something to say, Aline, or you don't have anything to add on?
Yeah, I agree with you on the all points that you mentioned. As we're having the timeline of 20th of May to be done with with implementing our solution. So I think using the old breeding, because because as coffee bar is going to be new product, only coffee bar is going to be a new product for drip and dry. So because many people are used to the old breeding of drip and dry where they get coffee or laundry services. So I think that using the old breeding for coffee bar only will be the best way to attract many new customers for taking coffee. Because if someone is coming to take coffee for the first time and he finds that it is coffee there, he's going to stay there. If he's coming for a cup of coffee and laundry services, we are going to direct him where where the new laundry breeding is located for drip and dry. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, let's move on. Let's say how the solution will be evaluated its success. How do you see, Eli? Can you have something to say?
Actually, we can evaluate this solution through the number of positive feedback from the surveys that will be sending to customer who, because once we send the surveys, we get to know the concern of the customers, and we get to know if they are satisfied or not. Also, another thing that we'll use to evaluate the success is having all the customers seated will be a measure of success of the solution, because the company is struggling to not having enough spaces where customers can sit. Thus, when we notice that all the customers are getting where to sit, it means that our solution is very well. Also, having no line of customers waiting to be served will be also a measure of success to solution. When we see that the customers are getting served quickly and there's no long line, that will assure us that the solution is very good, it's very appropriate, because the problem no longer exists. Also, at the end, and that the most important, the increase in revenue. If we don't increase the revenue, it means we did nothing. Normally here we to make sure if the revenue increases, it means that we have been successful, because business is all about money, certification. If we don't generate enough revenues, it means that we failed. But if we generate enough revenue, that will be able to cover all the operating costs, the payment of employees, the taxes, and the everything. It means that our solution has been successful. Thank you.
Yeah, actually, I do thank you for this great conversation. It was so good to learn from you, and I do appreciate. I do thank you for the time, and it was really glad to see you, and I'm hoping to keep working together for the next step. So I appreciate a lot, and this is the end of this meeting. Yes.
Thank you. See you.
See you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.